you terminating Guardians of the Galaxy. That triumphant tune was the Helldivers 2 Christmas remix by Enforcer Gaming X. Link is in the description as always. Honestly, I just love stuff like this. You can still hear the classic tempo and rhythm of the best opening theme in the cosmos, that being ours. But this one also has a lovely bit of holiday spice to it too. Truly a worthy addition to my angelic music to Helldive 2 playlist. Yeah, come to think of it, I really should make a second one of these playlists for 2186. The original is 343 songs long, so it might be time for an update. Speaking of an update, the evening news. And there's a lot to catch up on, considering my last broadcast was on December 11th when I screwed the Chaos Divers over. But honestly, getting screwed over has happened so weirdly often to those guys that they're probably used to it. Heck, maybe they think it's weird if they don't get screwed over on a daily basis, I don't know. The first thing on the agenda is that the Festival of Reckoning was considered an outstanding success with field tests done on several new orbital munitions, such as the 120mm barrage augmented with ECM shells. I was a big fan of this one. I unleashed it on the Illuminate, and even the most wily of voteless just got mashed into a pulp. Once they were inside the kill zone, they simply couldn't get back out of it, making the stratagem overall much more effective. There was also the smoke-enhanced walking barrage, a fan favorite and a classic from the Second World War, and the incendiary Gatling barrage, which feels redundant to me. I mean, is it a fancy spectacle? Absolutely, but Gatling barrages hit the area of effect so thoroughly that anything inside of it just gets pummeled into cheese sauce. But the bug divers wanted it, so the Ministry of Science wielded that anyway. I also see in my pile of unread memos here that accumulated during my Festival of Reckoning vacation that our arsenals were briefly augmented with orbital rail cannon strikes, then shield generator relays the next day, and then portable hell bombs, which does explain this sudden uptick in friendly fire casualties. Bear in mind, dear listeners, if you're trying to resupply a diver in the field from your supply backpack, you're only going to activate their portable hell bomb instead, and they might not always notice. We were also issued a new Festival of Reckoning cape, which looks very fancy. Reds and golds, and showing the sword of Super Earth slashing our enemies to ribbons with great vengeance and furious anger. Very classy. Even though the official reports state that the festival was a great success, with fun and merriment had by all, the Helldivers failed to reach the indicated kill count on any targeted planet. This has left our weaponry scientists with a most unseasonal feeling of disappointment and unfulfillment. It also means that, we don't get to keep any of these new toys. Farewell, 120mm ECM barrage. I will miss you tremendously. Which brings us to the present day and the latest major order to come down from High Command. We're tasked with... Well, yeah, for one thing, they want me to stop playing Total War Warhammer 3. And I refuse, because it's awesome. Oh, yeah, and they also want us to liberate the gloom-riddled hive world of Omicron. The purpose of this little excursion is to finish construction on a new weapon on board the Democracy Space Station, the Star of Peace, which according to these schematics that I swept for the Ministry of Truth, is a magnetohydrodynamic weapon that fires beams of ionized dark fluid. Ooh, wow, that sounds like it's gonna leave a red mark. In order to power this bad boy up, we're gonna need more E711, which can only be harvested from terminated hive worlds, and we already burned through everything that Oshune had to give us because, well, we had to power up Hot Tub on the DSS's leisure deck. So, much like a particularly hangry demon prince of Korn, or possibly Slaanesh, that creepy pervert, we are forced to move on. The current major order has only a singular victory condition. Extract from a successful mission against Terminids 8,500,000 times on the planet of Omicron. Conditions on the ground are described as relatively abysmal, with Helldivers being sent down into the Terminid tunnels, thereby becoming separated from the sky in all of our omnipotent stratagems. They're also suffering a medley of difficult conditions caused by gloom storms. The weather on these planets is kinda rough. Pelican extraction timers are running a good 40 seconds slower, Eagle rearm times are increased by 30%, and ammo on supply boxes contain 50% less ammunition from normal. Further compounding difficulties, dragon roaches and hive lords are confirmed to be present as well. Jeez, that's a heaping helping of nope right there. Some divers are relying more heavily upon support weapons, exosuits, supply packs, and stim pistols to get their teams through the tunnels, but conditions don't improve once they can see the open sky. Those long extraction timers are going to leave a lot of teams as easy pickings for dragon roaches until the bus pulls up. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pandera the Radio Angel. You got any tips to help the Xbox rookies survive on Omicron? Leave them in the comments, divers. Remember, information is ammunition, and we're kind of running short on both. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.